I, female 42, have been single for 3 years. It was a choice I made after getting out of a very toxic relationship of almost 9 years. By the way, this comes from @beautiful8808. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit. So I decided to get to know myself and heal myself, going through psych and therapy to find out how to become a better person. As I know that when you're in an actual narcissistic relationship, you gain some narcissistic qualities, and I want to be able to nip that in the rear right away. I found myself and have become an almost completely different person, though I am still in extensive trauma therapy. Since becoming single, I have made a lot of new online friends and am part of a community that shares partners. I lost 70 pounds in 8 months, got into the gym, and have turned my health around completely. I can handle my life and my own mental health fairly well, letting people know when I need a moment to process their words or when I need a day to myself. My trauma therapy is even going to start me on another round of EMDR to help get rid of whatever diagnosis he believes I have going on, and my psych doctor is weaning me off a lot of medication that she doesn't believe I need to be on anymore. It's refreshing. However, being a person who dates more than one person at a time is a bit more difficult in the dating field than it is for monogamous people. I recently got on Facebook dating and by chance met a really great guy, Ryan, fake name. Male 41. He's burly and bearded, sweet, attentive, and compliments me all the time. We have a lot of different interests, some that neither of us has a real interest in becoming engrossed in, and while some may think that makes us doomed, I find it healthy. We can do our own things separately while we share common interests in other areas and can make use of our time together better. He's also been in the same dating world I have been in, simply in a different way. He's cultured and handsome and tells me I'm a bad A and cute every day. We have also agreed to keep our relationship ours only for the foreseeable future. We decided mutually after a month to become boyfriend and girlfriend, and things were beautiful for roughly 2 weeks. Long suffering sigh. The biggest issue that I have with this man are that he lives with his not quite ex-wife, Emily, female 38, who has the entire upstairs to herself while they share the main floor. And they have 2 young ones, male 2 and male 7, that run around, as well as a teen, female 16, that is his daughter alone. B, while Ryan is Mr. Mom, his ex-partner is barely able to take care of herself with her own mental health issues, let alone her children, for more than a couple of hours at a time. I feel that Ryan lets her take advantage of him in more ways than one. However, I didn't voice this because we are still so new in the relationship. Hindsight being what it is, I can recognize that perhaps she has a postpartum thing going on as well, considering they were breaking their marriage up when the youngest was only a little over a year old, and he had told me they'd been falling apart for years. Emily and Ryan have been separated since November of 23, living in the same home and trying to cohabitate for the kids. While I am not particularly patient with every child I come across, I get attached very quickly and I'm very good with them. His children grew on me quickly. Emily and I have even tried becoming friends. We went out and had a few drinks, talking a lot, and got to know each other quite well, I thought. Emily has been in a year-long relationship with someone else, and that day he had broken up with her. She had voiced that she was having a very hard time with me being with her ex, whereas Ryan had reassured me that he doesn't have romantic feelings for his ex. I've been told that things were mutually fine between Ryan and Emily until I came into the picture. She kept to herself for about 2 weeks after that, until 3 days ago when she admitted to Ryan that she still has feelings for him. A month ago, he would surprise me with a coffee that I like, randomly invite me over or out on a date, or even invite himself over. I always let him take the lead on where we spent time together because he did have children to juggle, and I have my own business that is flexible enough to find time whenever he had it. Since Emily's confession, Ryan had been distant with me, much less messaging, much less trying to spend time with me. I spent that time jittery and worried to death, but scared to push him into telling me what's going on. He finally told me he was coming over night before last, and by that evening, he told me Emily was having a breakdown and he was watching over her to make sure she didn't do anything to herself that everyone would regret. I advised him to call the rescue and let them handle it, knowing the night between us was already a no-go, but he came back with, I don't know if I want to do that, and it wouldn't change me not coming to see you anyway. I said, obviously, but she needs professional help if she's being serious. Yeah, absolutely.
Facts.
After more conversation, I came to the conclusion that she's being manipulative, and he felt the same way, but he was unwilling to change the situation. So she's been